Good day, everyone. My name is Kathleen Clea D. Benitez. As part of the requirements for NREM 281 Statistics Applied to Environmental Management, I will be presenting an in depth analysis of the water quality monitoring of Brisbane River, Australia. The Brisbane River, in blue, is a prominent waterway in Queensland, Australia. It is essential to Brisbane and its surrounding areas, supporting water supply, recreation, transport, and tourism. It offers boating, fishing, parklands, and cultural events while serving as a transport corridor with ferries and private vessels. Ecologically, it supports diverse wildlife and restoration efforts while also playing a key role in flood mitigation strategies. This multi-purpose waterway is central to the city's natural, economic, and cultural vitality. Before we proceed, let us review the key terms used in this presentation. Chlorophyll reflects the algae growth and traffic conditions impacting water quality. Temperature affects water's physical and chemical properties. Dissolved oxygen or DO measures oxygen levels in water, while pH indicates acidity or alkalinity. Salinity represents dissolved salt content and influences conductivity. Turbidity measures water clarity with high levels causing cloudiness. Specific conductance indicates ion concentration, helping assess water quality, detect contaminants, and evaluate solution purity. Our research question is: what are the levels of the physicochemical parameters such as chlorophyll, temperature, dissolved oxygen, pH, salinity, specific conductance, and turbidity in the Brisbane River? This presentation aims to analyze the physicochemical parameters of the Brisbane River, explore the relationships among these parameters, and examine how they vary across different seasons. For our methodology, data are gathered from the Queensland Government Open Data Portal. These are water quality data measured by a YSI EXO3 multi-parameter sonda at zero point 0.4 meter below the surface. Measurements of water physicochemical parameters was at 30-minute intervals in 2023 and 2024. Descriptive analysis, Pearson correlation, and paired t-tests are utilized to interpret the data using the statistical software Jamovi version 2.3.28. We have 200 data points for each parameter and year. In our descriptive analysis, we calculated key values including the mean, median, mode, standard deviation, range, minimum, and maximum values, which are presented in the table. The mean values in 2023 and 2024 for temperature were 19.34 and 18.66 degrees Celsius respectively. DO were 7.60 and 7.10 milligram per liters. DO percent saturation were 101.23 and 90.48%, and chlorophyll were 2.5 and 2.13 microgram per liters. For pH, the mean values were 8.7 and 8.16, salinity were 34.55 and 29.30 practical salinity unit or PSU, specific conductance were 52.36 and 45.18 microsiemens per centimeter, and turbidity were 1.88 and 3.87 Farmazine nephelometric units or FNU. Although the Shapiro-Wilk test indicated that none of the data were normally distributed, for this presentation, I am assuming a normal distribution to proceed with parametric testing. The graph presented displays the levels of various physicochemical parameters in the Brisbane River over time, and the data suggests the variability and trends of these parameters, highlighting their fluctuations across different time intervals. Monitoring these parameters is essential for understanding the river's water quality and overall ecosystem health. Pearson correlation analyses revealed a significant relationship between dissolved oxygen and DO percent saturation, as the DO percent saturation reflects the percentage of oxygen relative to its maximum at given conditions. A significant negative correlation was found between 2023's DO and turbidity, explained by suspended particles increasing water temperature and reducing oxygen levels. However, no significant relationship was observed between 2024's DO and turbidity. In 2023, chlorophyll and dissolved oxygen showed no significant relationship, but a significant correlation was found in 2024. This significant correlation is explained by chlorophyll's ability to absorb light in chloroplast, facilitating the splitting of water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen, which increases dissolved oxygen levels. Additionally, specific conductance and salinity are significantly positively correlated, as dissolved ions, such as sodium, contribute to both parameters. A significant positive relationship exists between specific conductance and turbidity, as conductive minerals and suspended particles can increase conductivity even with high turbidity. Regarding temperature, no significant negative correlations were found with chlorophyll 2024, dissolved oxygen in 2023, or pH in both years, except for chlorophyll in 2023 and dissolved oxygen in 2024. The relationship between chlorophyll and temperature can be positive or negative depending on the circumstances. On the other hand, a significant negative relationship was observed between temperature and dissolved oxygen because as temperature increases, dissolved oxygen decreases. This is due to higher energy, which weakens the bond between water and oxygen, causing oxygen to escape. Moreover, although not significant, the negative R values between temperature and pH occurs as higher temperatures increase molecular vibrations, leading to ionization and more hydrogen ions, which lower the pH. A paired t-test revealed significant differences in the levels of eight physicochemical parameters between 2023 and 2024, and these differences can be attributed to varying activities and changes in the condition of the Brisbane River over the 2 years. In summary, the analysis of physicochemical parameters such as chlorophyll, temperature, dissolved oxygen, pH, salinity, specific conductance, and turbidity in the Brisbane River revealed significant insights. Pearson correlation established relationships among these parameters, while the paired t-test demonstrated a significant difference between the water quality in 2023 and 2024. These data are valuable for developing time series, models, analyzing correlations, and investigating seasonal variations in the river's conditions, providing crucial information for future research and management. And these are my references. That concludes my presentation. Thank you for your attention.